It is predicted that Africa will require over $350 billion of investment in sustainable investment over the next decades or so. Mauritius is gearing up by preparing the frameworks that are needed for investment to flow into such sustainability products. So, for instance, we have come up with ESG framework that we have already published that can be used for fund management in Africa. We are also working with the African Development Bank to produce sustainability guidelines for, in order to direct and payments, investments into African countries. Investors are looking to invest their funds in products and countries that are safe, secure, and can provide a good return on investment. Mauritius can provide all of that. First of all, we have a number of IPPAs, investment promotion and partnership agreements, and a range of DTAs, double taxation avoidance agreements. The IPPAs provide protection and security to investors regarding property, for example, and regarding investments in countries. The DTAs, they provide efficient and optimum tax planning, so better return on investment. Then you have Mauritius is investors are also looking to invest in countries that are compliant, that have robust regulatory environment. So Mauritius is fully compliant or largely compliant to all 40 FATF recommendations and OECD guidelines on compliance. So we have very strong and robust supervisory and regulatory environment, which comforts investors. We are also, in terms of, recently the GFCI index was published, and which ranks Mauritius jumped 6 ranks upward. But more importantly, Mauritius is ranked first in Africa and third in the African and Middle Eastern region after Dubai and Abu Dhabi. That really shows the strength of what we have been doing in terms of really making the business environment, the competitiveness, the attractiveness of our jurisdiction. Mauritius is also recently, only last week, been designated as the host country for African Credit Rating Agency, which is going to happen. It's a game changer for Africa because, see, you will have now a credit rating agency which is based in Africa and which will probably be free, most likely be free from any perceived bias against Africa, because Africa has its own specificity and its own context, which is sometimes probably not well understood or appreciated. So all that will allow Mauritius, we have 30 years or 3 decades of financial services center experience, an ecosystem of management companies, of lawyers, of fund managers, of accountants that has built with the right regulatory mechanism in place. So really we are today very well positioned to attract and be the partner for the rest of the 53 countries in Africa to be able to drive investments into Africa. Mauritius is known for world-class governance, and that attracts investors. Want to make sure that when they are investing in a country, that there are good governance structures in place. And Mauritius has that. Mauritius has been renowned for that year after year. And we feel that, and we work very hard to maintain that and to always innovate and improve on that. And we feel very proud and confident, that we can use that strong governance framework and structures that we have in place to drive more investments into Africa.